Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the performance of AGL Gogeta after his recent Extreme Z Awakening in the Cell Max event. Now obviously the Cell Max event got a lot easier with the introduction of Piccolo and Gohan, both units who are advantageous category units and very good units for the stage, but that doesn't mean that the event is still not incredibly difficult, especially for AGL based units, and it's still a great, quick and easy way to kind of see how well units will do against high levels of damage and a very fearsome foe. So I'm still going to continue to look at units in the event as it's just a very quick way to look at it, as well as obviously we'll continue to look at units in red zone because it's always highly valuable to see how units do in both of these contents. Now, Gogeta is pretty good. I think his EZA a lot of people were super duper excited about, and I think if I'm honest, his EZA was done pretty well. Now we're going to be taking a look at Gogeta a lot in the tech phase, like a lot. We're going to be seeing quite a multiple range of performances from him. Now I don't think it takes a rocket science or a rocket scientist to figure out that should he take a super attack, he will take a lot of damage. Yeah, it's not, you don't need to be a specialist to figure that out, but he does still have a very large capability of being able to do a stellar job. Obviously after super his defense gets really high based on his whole passive, which we will run through a little bit just now, but on super his defense does get pretty high, and obviously of course he also has that 70% evasion, and evasion is a great mechanic to use in the Cell Max event. It's one of the mechanics that works really well here, and yeah, damage wise we don't need to worry about him because he has guaranteed crits, so it's really not that big an issue to try and get him to do damage against Cell Max. In fact, it's relatively easy for him to do damage against Cell Max. So yeah, overall pretty good stuff, I want to say, from Gogeta in terms of his whole kit and build. As I mentioned, one thing I will state is that he obviously can look incredibly good or incredibly bad depending a little bit on his RNG. Now 70% evasion is really good. He will transform to his blue form usually by the time you get to Cell Max, even with a very quick team. So you don't really have to worry too much. 70% evasion is very good, but you're still going to get those turns where he's going to get hit by a super. And you're going to see that. I'm going to show you guys that. Those turns where he gets hit by a super, you're going to have those turns where he dodges every attack. There's a whole range of things that could happen. But Gogeta overall is a great unit, and probably one of the best, if not the best, performing AGL unit against Cell Max. I think maybe a Rainbow Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta with their morale boost is maybe comparable, but honestly speaking, I think Gogeta could be the best performing AGL unit against Cell Max, at least on my kind of vision or what I'm seeing of him as a unit. I think he could potentially be the best performing unit against Cell Max, and that's a pretty good place to be in. Obviously, like I said, it is AG or a little bit RNG dependent, but yeah, I think he's gonna look pretty good. Here we're gonna give him a nice start. We're gonna let him kind of sit. He hasn't managed to build any stacks. This is his first time being out, so no real stacks being built or anything like that. We're going to just let things happen as you would normally want to play them out. So we're going to have him in the second slot so that we can obviously have his defense after super. We're going to have the tech Goku tank and do that whole job. So great pairing, by the way, for this stage and just a lot of content in general. But yeah, so we're going to do the normal thing here to see how well he does. We're not going to fiddle around or do anything strange. This is just how you would play it, maybe see how he does. So yeah, damage wise, like I said, this is no problem. The crits make him super good damage wise, And with only one stack, 400k damage, obviously a lot, but actually not enough to one-shot you, which is not bad, considering he's only going to get hit 30% of the time, so it's really not too bad. Now here, we've got him sitting in this situation. Here we're going to try and rely on the evasion a little bit more. So here we're going to try and rely on his evasion, see how he does. You can see there quite a few evasions, but 2 out of 3, 66%, kind of bang on in terms of the stats, so nothing too wild there, but yeah, just always good to see how well he does. Then of course, now here we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to let Gogeta again sit in that kind of second slot and do his thing. So this time we've got double supports on the rotation. Again, damage is really going to be the last thing that this guy gives you issues with, so you're going to be more than fine with his damage. Damage great again. This time he manages to get a couple more. Gets the evasion on the super, which is great. Gets a second evasion, gets a third evasion, and 382k, which isn't bad. Again, less damage, so quite a few evasions, 382k. Honestly, proving himself to be fairly consistent. Now this turn is his best turn. So this one I took was, so he managed to get a stack beforehand. I took a little bit slower so that I could get him to build a stack. And oh sorry, this is him taking the super attack. So this is him just taking a super attack. Obviously, as I mentioned before, he's going to die. But now this turn I basically went and I took him and went a bit slower, and I got him to stack beforehand. As you know, he greatly raises defense over 4 turns, so him stacking beforehand is quite crucial. It is going to change how he looks, so we're going to get him to have this stack. He's going to keep this stack with him, and now things are going to look a little bit different. So this is quite a substantial change, I want to say, to like his performance. So firstly, those stacks mean that he's going to do more damage, which is obviously something really good. He then gets another super attack here, so now we're really building up the stacks here. Now we're really starting to, I want to say, look really strong. Big damage as well, evasion, and that's a great turn from Gogeta. So that's an absolutely fantastic turn from him, and there you can see how well he can do. So it is, I want to say, like, obviously going to be dependent on where you lie with him as a unit, but overall I think he does fantastic. That's it from me. Bye.